In a minute, you're going to hear a real coaching conversation that I think is going to land for a lot of you. My client Sarah brought up something in one of our sessions, and I thought it would be so valuable that I hit the record button and asked her to ask me again. Because if you've ever had a stretch of good weeks, less binging, less chaos, more steadiness, and instead of feeling relieved, you felt suspicious, like, this doesn't count. I'm just performing. I'm going to mess it up any second. You aren't alone. You'll hear in this conversation Sarah expressing that very fear. Am I actually doing well, or am I doing well because Georgie's watching? And what I love about this conversation is that it's not just me trying to talk her out of it with a pep talk. We actually slow down and we look at what's happening underneath the fraud story. How hard it can be to believe your own progress, how quickly our brains discount success, and how shame tries to keep the bar moving so we're never satisfied. You'll also hear something really important about accountability, that needing support does not mean that you're faking recovery or can't do it on your own. Support is allowed. External structure can be part of what makes real change stick, and over time, it can become internal. So listen for the moment when I'm a cheat gets gently challenged, not with pressure, but with looking for evidence, with compassion, and a more realistic view of how behavior change actually happens. If this feels familiar, I've got you. Let's listen. This is the Breaking Up with Binge Eating podcast, where every listen moves you one step closer to complete food freedom. Hosted by me, Georgie Fear, and my team at Confident Eaters. So say that one more time, because you just asked a great question.
Am I doing well or am I performing for Georgie?
Right, because you've had several weeks of no binges, no
Yes.
loss of control.
Yes.
How would we know if you were faking it? How would
Yeah.
we know?
Well, you would go away for a month and then we'd see if I would eat the house.
Okay,
I don't know.
that's totally one way we could test it.
I came up for 1,000 reasons why the success was not real success. And I was able to back out of why that was a lie a few times. And that was it hasn't been stressful. This has been an easy autopilot month. I was like, not really. It was Christmas. He traveled to Florida. Mom had heart attacks. So not really.
No.
Family in town. So I just felt the need to sit there and say why it was all fake success.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, this is why your weight, stop forward for a second
So
because
your weight
it's
is
fake
punishing you
success.
because
Yes.
you're faking your success.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Well, I would say that there is an element of faking if you're not truthful with me. Which
And I am truthful with you.
I know that.
100%. Okay.
Trust me, I could tell.
Okay.
If somebody is, telling me that they're not binging, but they are binging, yes, there's definitely some deception there. And if that happens, it's not the end of the world. This is a difficult subject to talk about. So every now and then people are like, I have not been truthful. And I'm like, I understand. Let's just set the
Yeah.
record straight. Retell me things that you need to tell me that may have not
Yeah.
occurred in prior conversations. I don't think you're faking it if you have actually not been binging.
Yeah.
You have been doing the work to fill in the tracker. I can look at your tracker. I see notes in there from every day. I can see you're checking off what we're working on.
Okay.
It's okay to find the support helpful.
Okay.
It's okay.
When you put it like that.
Like, accountability and having another human being in on the game is such a uniformly good thing for the human experience. I mean, I'm a member of a sports team, and having coaches and knowing the coaches are watching and having teammates and knowing that the teammates are cheering for me and hearing their voices and knowing that they're going to give me a hug at the finish line, all of these things
Yeah.
help me push myself to a level of performance that I couldn't do if it was just me in the trees.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, it's great to notice how much another person can help us succeed. Not just
Okay.
in this, but in life in general, and it's totally okay to use the supports. It's also not all or nothing. So it's not you're doing it for me or you're doing it for you,
Mhm.
and we have to figure out which one that is.
Right.
Because That's not how motivation works. A lot of times you're like, well, I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for my kids. I'm doing it for my partner. I'm doing it to impress this coach. For people I've not even yet to meet, I'm doing it for them.
Yeah.
It can be all of these different things, together. We can blend that internal motivation with the external motivators.
Okay.
A lot of times when people start nutrition coaching, I am providing the largest bulk of the accountability.
Mhm.
And then as people get some more practice with doing things like filling in the tracker, they're actually developing self accountability. So it starts to become more balanced where they're like, okay, I'm seeing things in the tracker that I know I can iron out or I want to,
Mhm.
do better at. And I also know that because Georgie's looking at this, it helps. You have the accountability to yourself and to another person, which is
Right.
fine. You can have two layers. And then at some point, all my clients to date have graduated. They are feeling secure to go with that internal accountability and maybe the accountability to other people in their lives too.
Mhm.
So it doesn't have to come from me. But yeah, accountability is a really important piece of behavior change and maintenance.
Okay.
What were your reasons to argue on the side of you're faking it and it doesn't count?
Let's see. I don't think it's really true, but I was like, I've been putting mental effort into this that you won't, on a sustained basis, you'll flip. I guess I know I'm not faking it. It's just if I'm performing it. I'm so motivated by doing what I'm told to do sometimes, you know what I mean? I want it to be like a really instinctual behavior change. And it feels like that, but I can really trick myself. Say it was like just a different project. I could be working on a project in the 100th hour and I could trick myself into being like, I'm so into this project that I'm not even tired, and this is amazing. And
Yeah.
I could probably do this for another 8 days, right? And then all of a sudden, I step out of that body and I look over and I'm like, "You are hallucinating. That's not true." Do you know what I mean? I think it's too easy, and that's why I'm always in my head also going, "Mind tricks. Why am I not hungry? Mind tricks." I have been bothered by this for so long, and then it, like, is not bothering me right now.
Right. It's scary to believe it a little
Yes.
bit, I bet.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
It's okay to enjoy it
yeah,
not bothering you. And it
yeah,
it doesn't mean that it can never bother you again,
right,
but it does mean that life is possible with it not bothering you.
right,
Like you're getting a vacation from a condition that you've had for a very long time.
yeah,
So that's pretty great. It's great to notice like that this is possible. And no guarantees about the future. Like sometimes people feel like, well, now I have to maintain this
right,
level of perfection and non-slippage. And it's like, no, there's no commitment here. Like you're doing well today. That's great. Let's enjoy that.
yeah.
Let's enjoy that.
For years, it has plagued me.
Mhm.
Like, it's hard to believe that the answer was just kind of like a shift of mindset, which obviously that's all anything ever is a shift of mindset, right? I don't know why I feel the need to discount it and like think I'm a cheat, but for some reason I always imposter cheat syndrome at all times. Like no matter what you
Yeah.
tell me, I'll tell you I'm a cheat.
Right. Well, I think like a lot of us grew up with some voice in our lives that was like, who do you think you are? Don't you dare get too big for your britches.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
don't you get prideful.
Yeah.
So it was much safer to continually cut ourselves down, to
Yeah.
like not commit that crime of, being proud of ourselves.
Yeah.
But I think it's really worth being proud of yourself
Okay. All right.
because
Well,
you've done the work. You've done the work. Like
uh,
what does it take to make these changes? It's showing up, which you've done.
yeah.
It's working hard. It's being honest, which you've done. It's being open. You've given me
Mhm.
so much to work with. Like I love that you write notes and send me emails and um that's all how people get through this. So you're doing it right. You're doing it right.
Yeah. Maybe that's part of it too. Maybe it's just because I just let the cat out of the bag and now I don't have to like fight it in the bag, if that makes sense. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
totally.
um, so that's good.
Also, when you mentioned if you have been fooling yourself into, oh, I can work on this project for 8 more days. I need to neither eat nor sleep. eventually reality corrects you.
Yeah. I guess that's the thing too. There have been enough little tests along the way. It's not like I could avoid the whole world for the last 2 or 3 months straight or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have interacted with the world. I have gone out into the world. It has been okay, you
Yep.
know?
You have gotten through Christmas and New Year's and traveling,
Mhm.
the busiest time of the year work-wise,
Yep.
family,
Yeah.
getaway with girlfriends,
Yeah.
and, you sort of kicked the tires of this recovery thing, and it's holding up. So, yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, sometimes people do have 3 good days, and they're like, "I'm cured," and that's really premature.
Yeah.
But when you're stacking up weeks to months, it's like, "Oh, no, this is real change." Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I wrote in here, I had an angry piece of toast this week. That was it.
Could you imagine, like, sending that as a postcard, like, back in time to you from a year ago?
I was so mad, and I was like,
And then what'd you do?
what did I do afterwards? I just went downstairs, went back to work.
Sounds great. Hey, you are doing a fantastic job.
Liar and a cheat and a scoundrel.
You are not any of those things. You're doing it. Like, you can't argue that you're doing it. That's like people who are like, "Oh, I can't run a marathon," and you're like, you have the medal on your wall." Like, what do you mean? Like, you're doing it. You can't argue that you can't do something or that you're not doing something when, like, I'm actively watching you do it.
I know.
So, it's
I'll try.
okay if the support helps, and it's okay if you make mistakes and don't do it perfectly. You're improving, and that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Great. Alright, I will see you next week.
Have a good week. Okay.
Have a
See
good
you.
one.
Goodbye.
Bye.